Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch, and welcome to another double unboxing. Twice this sticker peeling goodness for us both to enjoy, and I get to enjoy it more today myself because I didn't spend any money. What's that? Did you hear something? Never mind. I got an email last week from an Aussie subscriber named Jason telling me he just bought 2 new watches and asking me if I would like to unbox them on the channel, and I said yes please, thank you Jason. You can find Jason on Instagram at What's in the Winder. He only has 9 followers, one of which is me, and that is despite a cracking collection and some pleasing riparian wrist shots. I'll leave a link to his IG in the description of the video. Let's see if we can do something about that number, eh? But there's a twist to this double unboxing. I have told you what one watch is. It's a new model automatic Citizen pilot's watch. Its picture is loud and proud on the thumbnail, but I've deliberately kept the identity of the second watch a mystery, so prepare yourself for a shocking twist to this tale. Let's flip the camera and peel off some stickers. Alright, so 2 large and identical boxes on the table today. Not unreasonable because they did come from the same supplier, but it is important that I open the right one first. I want to open the Citizen that I showed you on the thumbnail and in the intro there, and not the mystery watch. So the question I have to ask myself today is, do I feel lucky? I'm going to go for the left one. Something about this one is speaking to me more than the right, so let's get into it. And there we go. Yes, indeed, I got lucky. It was a 50-50 shot, let's be honest. I got the Citizen. And there it is, just about. I've spoken about Citizen multiple times on the channel over the last 18 months, really. 5-year warranty if you buy it from an authorised dealer, and Jason did. Fantastic. You only really get that from luxury brands if you're heading north of the price of one of these. So this is an NJ0140-84E. I believe it's a relatively new model, launched early last year, 2021. Well, good news, I can see the second hand moving. That is always a bit of a relief to see the watch spring into action. I'll give it a couple of winds just to top it up a little bit while I peel off the stickers. One protecting the clasp. No dial protector today, but it looks like there's a couple on the case back. Assembled in China, as if we really needed to know that, but I believe that is on top of a second sticker. Now, the movement in this one is a Miyota, because Citizen own Miyota, if you weren't already aware of that, is an 8203, so an 8000 series. Do you know what? I don't think I've seen one with this rotor. I'm so used to seeing the Miyota 8000 series in non-Citizen watches. I don't think I've seen it with a Citizen special rotor on there before. Right, so I'll size it and set it, etc. in just a second, but let's have a brief look at it. Now, I did wind the crown forward, so it's not a screw down crown. 100 meters of water resistance with this one, which isn't bad for a pilot style watch though, let's be honest. Let's have a look at this movement. One pull of the crown should be the date set, and indeed it is. Second pull of the crown, let's have a look at that little second hand there. Let's see if it's one of the newer 8000 that hacks. No, it's not one of the newer 8000s that hacks. Never mind. What's unusual about this though is second crown over here, inner rotating bezel. Haven't seen a pilot style watch like this before with a minute track on an inner rotating bezel. Very unusual. Alright, let's get it sized and set and come back with dimensions and specifications. Alright, I'm back, and I'd just like to say good job, Citizen. I deliberately haven't talked about price yet. Don't worry, I will return to the price a bit later on. It's part of the mystery today, I guess. It's not an expensive watch though, so push pins. Easy to size, but have a look. 3 holes of micro just from the clasp is maybe one too few, but half link, zzz, half link, zzz, 2 half links. You don't often see that, meaning there is no excuse for not getting a great fit on this one. So dimensions and specs, it's a 42mm in diameter, 12.8mm thick is not bad at all, and a 48 lug to lug is perfectly wearable for this big style of Flieger watch. 22mm lug width is fairly conventional and sized up for my 7-inch wrist. It weighs in at 140 grams. 316L stainless steel throughout. I've already talked about the push-pull crown, 100 meters of water resistance, and that is a piece of flat mineral crystal. Like I said, it is not a massively expensive watch today. Now the head of the watch is mostly high polish. There is a little bit of circular brushing on the four upper lug surfaces. Elsewhere though, it's high polish. Split bezel high polish sides, high polish jewel crowns on this one also. Interesting, they have guarded the minute adjustment crown, the chapter ring there, but they haven't bothered guarding the main crown at the 3 o'clock. Now the bracelet looks like a Jubilee, but those are fixed links. There is no articulation there whatsoever, so it is a little bit stiff, and hollow end links. I'm sure you spotted them earlier on. Clasp is cheap, it is pressed, but it does have the Citizen logo stamped across it. I think the dial looks good as well. Obviously Type A Flieger inspired, but with plenty of other elements in there as well. Perhaps you can see there is a vertical brush effect to the dial surface, the black dial surface. Again, quite interesting. Some concentric circle work on that little second sub dial down there at the 4:30. They've squeezed the date in at 3. It might have looked neater without it, but hey, most people want a date from a daily. Arabics are super legible at 12, 3, 6 and 9, as are the big white batons elsewhere, and a fantastic handset. Again, very, very legible and nicely done with black center sections and counterbalances. And as shown, because of that inner rotating chapter ring, you can use this one for either counting up or counting down, and that is all neatly marked and quite legible as well. Overall, very, very legible, I must say. Looks good on wrist too. 7-inch wrist, as already mentioned, kind of average size. 42 is a good size, generally speaking, for a Flieger style watch. 12.8, yeah, not too bad. They could have perhaps shaved an extra couple of points of a millimeter off of that. It is a little bit top heavy because there's not a lot of bulk to that clasp, and the bracelet is fairly thin. Overall though, on initial impressions anyway, it looks like another solid offering from Citizen. I've accused their watches of being slightly vanilla in the past, but sometimes vanilla is delicious in its own right. You wait till I tell you the price. But before I do that, let's get into the mystery box. Okay then, on to watch number 2, the mystery watch. Let's do it. Okay, so it's another Citizen then. He's bought himself 2 Citizens at the same time. What is the second one? What has he picked up as well? Hang on, that looks remarkably like the first watch that he just bought. Yeah, except it's a different colour. Yes, indeed, I can confirm that they are essentially the same. Look, Jason, I'm sure, is not the only person to have bought a couple of different versions of the same watch before. I'm sure I'm not the only person that owned the SKX 009 and the SKX 007. I've gone through pretty much every different version of the Casio Royale and the Casio MRW100, and who knows how many square G-Shocks I'm going to end up buying over the course of my lifetime. But why did Jason buy these two? Well, the price has got something to do with it. The Aussie RRP of these is 650 Aussie dollars. Not ridiculous for a big brand Japanese watch, but yeah, mineral crystal, it begins to look a tad expensive at that price. However, the same watch is available from the place that Jason bought it from for $389. That's a decent chunk of change back in your pocket from not buying it from Citizen directly. But it gets better. Jason picked these up on a weekend sale for $199 each, so he got 2 for way less than the price of 1 from Citizen. And using the power of video editing, I'll now show you why he did it. He wanted the blue one on a bracelet, and Citizen don't sell the blue one on a bracelet, so when they popped up at half an already discounted price, he thought, hey, why not just buy 2, make the watch that he really wanted, and then I'm not quite sure what he's going to do with the leftovers, the black one on the brown leather strap. So there was some logic to buying 2 identical watches after all. There was some method to his madness. And personally, I would normally go for a black dial over a blue dial, but that doesn't look half bad, does it? So he's got a watch based on a traditional Flieger, but with enough contemporary twists. The small second down there, that inner rotating chapter ring, and he's got it in a colour not normally associated with traditional Fliegers. So there you have it, two watches that don't quite look as they did 5 minutes ago. If anyone has been hankering after a black dialed Citizen automatic pilot's watch on a brown leather strap, why not give Jason a follow on Instagram, send him a message, and you can maybe buy it off him. If you love the vicarious thrill of watching me peel the stickers off somebody else's watches, why not check out either of these two double unboxings? Thanks for watching this one, I'll see you again in a future video.